Welcome back to the River Timber Outdoors podcast. I think this is episode 28. Got myself, Kevin Twilliger.
And AJ Latino.
Today, I think we're going to go over some of our preseason prep routine, or what we're doing to get ready this year, what we might not have done in the past, some stuff we do in the past, just kind of going over what kind of we've changed, I think, and kept the same in our preseason routine. Right now it's February, and our hunts normally start in April. And when we hit hard and heavy, it's more towards, the fall.
Yep. September. Stuff like that. So, what do we want to kick this thing off at?
Let's just kind of go over kind of plans we have. So a big thing that I don't know how much AJ's changed here, but I started working out a whole lot more this year. Like, I've been going hard in it for two or 3 months right now. And before, I really wasn't the kind of guy to really work out.
Yeah, you change your diet and everything. You start doing full carnivore and all that. Myself.
Yeah, about almost a year ago now, huh?
Every year I say I'm going to fucking make big, huge changes and I'm going to do great things with my life. And every year I just raw dog my way through it, and that's probably going to be another one of those years.
That's what I used to do, but the last few years I've seen myself declining. I don't even know how to say it the right way.
You've just been hit with like illnesses every year.
Well, that was what I thought, like 2023, because like I started off good, and then as it went on, I felt like I started dragging more and more, and I was just getting hit with sickness after sickness. It seemed like every hunt we went on, I got sick, and I was just laid up or this and that. And then what really opened my eyes was last year when we went hunting with Mo during Spring Bear.
Oh, and he walked all
and
over us?
I couldn't keep up. I couldn't keep up anymore. It was just an eye-opener. I was really like, wow, maybe I should start thinking more in fitness instead of my job's physical enough, and I'm an active person, and hiking and here and there and doing all this other stuff we do just wasn't quite enough anymore. It just kind of hit hard, and so then like AJ said, I changed my diet probably, what was it, May of last year?
You're almost on a year.
I started off with carnivore, and carnivore to me, it was great. I loved it. Just eating steak and bacon and eggs all the time. It was, couldn't ask for a better.
No, that's pretty solid.
And I was feeling great, just great for about 3 months. I wanted to hit 90 days. Then a little bit after my 90 days of it, I was like, I'll try it, and then we'll switch some things up if I don't like it. It was right after my 90 days, I hit a wall. I don't know if this is normal or not, but I just had no energy. I kept, like 2 or 3 weeks, it was like this, just no energy when I woke up, no energy at the end of the day, and I was just always tired. And before, when I started it and got through the transition, I was great, energy all the time, never tired. And I started doing some research, and I figured out that I probably most likely had an electrolyte deficiency, even though I was drinking a lot of electrolytes. And so I added a little bit of fruit in my diet. Started off with like strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, little things like that. And within the next day, I had drastic improvement in my energy. I was just back to normal.
So not necessarily electrolyte deficiency, but you were missing some sort of mineral, magnesium, potassium,
technically, well, because the fruit carries a lot of electrolytes, and it was just something in there that my body wanted that I wasn't getting it just from carnivore. And I was never gonna stick with it my whole life. It was just something I wanted to try for a while and see how I felt, and that's what put a stop to that. So then I found what they call animal-based. So now I'm just strictly meats, fruits, or raw organic honey or raw organic maple syrup, and dairy. That's it. That's all I consume.
See, and my wife, she started the carnivore just before you, I think, and
yeah, because I told her I wanted to start it, but I didn't want to start it right at our bear hunt, so she started it pretty much when we went on our bear hunt.
Yeah, and so I come back from that, I kind of pseudo got a crash course in the carnivore thing, and I've always had a pretty high protein, high meat. I've always been a high meat and high carb diet. My body likes carbs. And I do fine with it. I feel fine with carbs, other than, I eat too much, you get the bloating and the gas and stuff like that. But as far as energy levels, and trying, because my wife does the meal prep and stuff like that, having her prepare the meals and eating like strictly carnivore, no pasta sides or potato sides or any of that, I crashed hard. I crashed really hard, and I can't do it. I can't get through that just complete detox period to where I feel good again. I mean, I am zero energy and all that. So I've really I've cut out carbs and I've cut out some sugar, but I'm not like trying to go full blown, stick to the diet. And I after Kevin and my wife doing the...
I've never had the problems, but your wife and my wife both had.
They had issues, and they went back to... They're doing berries and fruit, not really a whole lot of veggies. They'll do, like, sourdough breads is about the only carb, and in small doses. No sugar. My wife's completely cut out sugar. She's got a lot of her deal with the diet was anti-inflammatory. She had a lot of inflammatory issues and joint problems and stuff like that, and she feels great on it. She feels magnificent on it. But I noticed, reflecting back, since these guys were kind of getting into the diet and that I feel best in my day-to-day life when I'm out in the woods and I'm eating a hunting diet, because my diet completely changes when I'm in the woods, and I don't eat as much carbs. I eat way more protein, nuts, and pistachio type, those type products, peanut butters to get proteins, and my food's never light because I always pack a lot of meat and protein into my food bags. I mean, I'll carry 8 ounces of my food generally a day is some sort of dehydrated meat that I'll mix in with other stuff and make meals out of on the mountain. And I feel best that way. The other thing that I double my vitamin supplements when I'm in the woods, and I'm drinking a lot more electrolytes, and that was something in just the day-to-day I couldn't match with when I'm hunting for some reason. I can't pound down electrolytes when I'm not as active as I am climbing a mountain, you know what I mean? I'm a water drinker, I drink a lot of water, but I can't sit there and, take a bunch of elements and liquid IVs and all those. It just doesn't sit well with me in my day-to-day.
See, and I'm the kind of guy, I don't like plain water. Force myself to drink it now that I'm on this diet more, but I'd rather have an electrolyte packet in here, or even a non-flavored, kind of like a sea salt water, just something in there to give me a little flavor, because I'm just not a huge fan of drinking plain water. AJ can tell you, when we hunt, I don't drink water.
No, everything he has. I mean, generally when I hunt, I keep a smaller bottle with me that I do just my drink mixes, and I transfer my water from a larger bottle into that container so I can monitor my consumption and not have to pay attention to how much water I have in my pack or whatever. And I generally do 2 to 3 electrolyte mixes and a 16-ounce drink a day when I'm hunting, and the rest of what I consume is straight water. But I like cold water. That's just always sat well.
I try to drink more when I'm hunting, but it just never works. I'll make a 32-ounce bottle, and most time throughout the end of the day, I still have some left. I'm drinking it with dinner.
Yeah, I'll drink 2 to 3 times the amount of water he does on a hunt. We'll have to find a water source for me long before we ever have to for him. And I mean, we've been up there, and it's like, hey, I'm getting dangerously low, and there's no water. You want to?
I got 3 liters.
Yeah, he's like, I got 3 liters, so we start, rationing water out on the mountain, and I'm pretty much killed my supply, so now I got a ration. But
no, so that's the hard part for me though, is I've been trying to figure out how to take this diet into backcountry.
Without spending $4,000 on a dehydrator.
Yeah, without a dehydrator. And I've tried it a few times, and I'll get little single-serve honey packets just for like straight shots of energy, dehydrated fruit.
Yep.
I don't even remember what else I was bringing, but just kind of things like that. But for my meals, I'm having a hard time. Like the scrambles. The scrambles are easy because there's not a whole lot in there. Bad stuff if I get like a breakfast scramble from Peaks, or something like that. But it's all the other meals. So I pretty much don't eat a lunch. That's just all the snacks and beef jerky and pepperoni sticks I can eat throughout the day with my snacks. That's dinner. I still have to find a Peaks that's clean enough, doesn't tear me up, and it's kind of an experiment right now. The fall bear hunt, it was kind of an experiment, and I didn't have quite the energy on that hunt that thought I would, just because I took a lot of dehydrated fruits, and I think...
Didn't you buy like a 2-pound or whatever can too of like just the meat, like Mountain House meat or something? Or, I know you were planning on it.
I was thinking about doing something like that, but I just didn't quite have the energy on that hunt, just on that stuff. It's completely different. Like when I'm eating at home and I'm eating all this protein high intake and all these meats, and without having a freeze dryer, I don't know if I can quite do it yet. So during elk season, we did a base camp, a traditional elk camp with tents and in the middle of the woods, and we went back and cooked all of our food. And I mean, that hunt, I was great on that, and I had never lost a beat, no matter how hard we pushed. And and having all that protein my body was used to, I'm just not getting that in the mountain without that. And that's what I'm struggling with right now, is trying to figure that, or spend $3,000 on a freeze dryer, which is kind of a tough pill to swallow. But Hannah, she's on the same diet, does the same thing. At this point, we might have to be able to thrive in the woods, or we eat that trash that messes us up and inflames us, and we get sore out there, and it's just not quite as fun if we're doing backcountry stuff. But it's been great, and then we're both hitting it hard. I've been the workouts I've been doing are that you guys probably heard of it as Mountain Tough Fitness. The app, you can download the app on your phone, your TV, your iPad, or whatever. They got a whole training program, different things, body weights, gym, minimal gear, all this stuff, and it's been great. It's tough. It's really been pushing me, and I'm feeling a lot better. I'm seeing results. I mean, probably because with the diet too is probably helping too, but losing all this excess stuff I don't need. But I've been great. I'm loving it. It's not that bad. I think it's $30 a month, so it's the same price as a gym membership, and you can do it in your own home. You don't need any equipment if you want to just do all body weight stuff, and they have anything from beginning to like kick your ass like you think you're tough, and some of it's brutal, but it's been great. And that's kind of how I've been training more this season, because when we started hunting with Mo, he starts kicking my ass. It doesn't feel good to me, because I've always been the guy that no matter who I bring with, how tough they are, I can keep up with them or out-hike them, and everybody's catching up with me, and I don't know what's happening, that I'm slowing down. And I'm trying to get
called age. That's what I use as an excuse. I'm the old guy. So if a 25-year-old kid can kick my ass, then so be it. I'm all for having a pack mule.
That's true.
So
I mean, we kind of just want to jump on today, have a kind of a shorter one.
Yep.
Just kind of go over kind of our health and fitness changes, even though he hasn't changed much. He's actually cut a lot out because his wife just doesn't cook for him anymore besides meat.
I'm starving, send help.
Which is a really bad thing,
Yeah. It's horrible eating steak all the time.
Yeah, it's terrible. I hate it. Steak and eggs for breakfast? Yuck.
First world problems.
So we just want to jump on and get that, just kind of our workout and exercise routine, kind of what we do, and get planned for the season. It's kind of fun stuff. I mean, it is what it is, so.
Yeah, and I mean, we can go into some other stuff, some of our gear prep and all that, e-scouting and weapon setups and preseason target practicing and things like that we do.
Yeah, we'll get pretty
We'll,
in depth on another one. We just kind of want to go over like, what we're doing, what we're changing.
Yep.
And we'll go, like he was saying, we'll go over
on
everything. And because next is not really what we're improving on; it's just what we normally do. This was just a big change for us, and so I mean, if you guys want to hear anything from us, review anything, like we got a guy commented he wants us to review some Kuiu gear, so we're gonna do that. We did our Stone Glacier review for our backpacks. I mean, we have all kinds of different tents we're gonna review. I mean, wherever you guys. Throw us comment, tell us what you want, tell us if you hate this, tell us if you like this. I mean, we don't care either way, so we're just trying to make good content for you guys, even though we might not be doing a good deal, and we want to do what you guys want to see. I mean, we're kind of still going to do our style, but if you guys want to see different gear, we'll review different gear, or different stuff like that, and
just trying to put another resource out there.
Yeah, so I mean, thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yep. Sounds good.